Today's video is a big one because something major is happening between Ripple and the United Kingdom, and most people in crypto have completely missed it. Well, everybody has been screaming that crypto is dead because we've had a couple of weeks of red candles. Behind the scenes, Ripple has been quietly positioning itself as one of the most important financial infrastructure partners in the UK. And if what I'm about to show you plays out, the UK could become one of the most XRP-friendly jurisdictions on the planet. And yes, that absolutely affects the XRP price going forward. This is a massive story, so stick with me. Before we get into this story, let's acknowledge the madness of the past few weeks. Bitcoin whipped into the low 80s, XRP dropped into the high 180s, and Ethereum corrected sharply. And social media went full doomsday mode. Crypto is dead, the bear market is here, and it's 2018 all over again. No. What we're witnessing is simply the market shaking out the weak hands. This is what the market always does right before major regulatory and institutional development lands. And guess what? This week, the same week everybody panicked, Ripple strengthened its position in the UK in ways almost nobody is talking about. Let's get into it.
I am not a financial advisor. This video is based solely on my opinion on what I'm personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below and in the descriptions are affiliate links, meaning I may get a commission, but it will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember that under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. This content is for educational and entertainment only, and I'm not a financial advisor.
The biggest misunderstanding people have is thinking the UK regulators behave like the SEC. They don't. The UK actually has regulatory clarity, a real framework, and a consistent stance on crypto as a financial innovation, not a threat. In fact, the UK government has publicly said multiple times that we want to become the global crypto asset hub. This is the opposite of the US narrative, and this is where Ripple is quietly slotting itself into the UK financial blueprint. Let's break down why. This isn't hypothetical. This isn't speculation. This is not just crypto Twitter hype. Ripple is already embedded into the UK financial pathways. Modular is the UK's licensed electronic money institution, or the EMI, and that processes billions in payments. They provide the payment rails for companies like Revolut, WageStream, Sage, Airbnb UK operations. Modular partnered with Ripple to use RippleNet, and they are regulated directly by the FCA. That means Ripple technology is sitting inside one of the UK's most heavily regulated payment providers. This is not small. This means Ripple has already passed certain UK regulatory expectations. The next one is Ripple have been working with the UK regulators for years. Most people don't know this, but Ripple's leadership have been involved in UK policy for discussions for a long time. Ripple executives have sat on the Digital Pound Foundation. Ripple has contributed to multiple Bank of England CBDC discussions. Ripple advisors have been consulted by UK policymakers. Ripple has sent responses to UK Treasury crypto consultations. You don't do any of this unless you're helping shape the future rails. And yes, XRP plays into this. And who specializes in this exact thing? Ripple. Ripple has been building tokenization infrastructure since 2015. The UK wants it, and Ripple has it. It's a match made in heaven. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Is Ripple involved in the digital pound? And here's the truth. Ripple is not officially named as a CBDC partner for the UK yet. But what they are is even more interesting. Ripple is part of the Digital Pound Foundation. It's a non-profit that advises the UK government on the future of the digital pound. Members of this foundation include Ripple, CGI, Accenture, AV, Billion, and other major fintech names. These are serious players shaping national level financial policy. Ripple isn't a side character here. Ripple is at the table. This means the UK already sees value in Ripple tech and its insights. And when governments build new digital financial systems, they rarely change their partners they trust. This is a long game move. And this is the hidden piece that nobody is talking about on TikTok or YouTube. The UK banking system operates on ISO 222 messaging. Ripple has just been appointed to the ISO Standards Committee, giving them a direct influence in shaping global payment messaging rules. They're not just participating, they're writing the standards. This gives Ripple a level of influence that majority of crypto projects can only dream of. And most importantly, the UK banking system is becoming completely ISO 222 native. Ripple is now helping shape the rules. This is massive. So why do the UK need Ripple more than ever? This is where everything starts to come together. The UK is facing massive financial pressure. It's got a slowing economy, international payment inefficiencies, high remittance costs. the need for faster settlement, global competition with the EU and the US. The Treasury has been crystal clear on this matter. They want to modernise the financial system. They want instant international settlements and they want tokenised finance infrastructure. Ripple literally specialises in all three. By the time that you add in their carbon neutral tech, extremely low fees, instant settlement, proven partnerships, existing UK infrastructure, you get a perfect alignment. The UK gets what it needs and Ripple gets exactly what it's always aimed for. Now let's talk money. When a country embraces Ripple technology, even indirectly, it does three things. The first is it increases demand for RippleNet services. Institutions need liquidity. XRP becomes the bridge. The second thing is it validates Ripple's regulatory status. The UK is extremely strict. If Ripple fits here, it can fit anywhere. And the third is it creates future pathways for XRP in settlement. Now, I'm not saying XRP becomes the UK's official currency. That's not how this works. But the UK is strategically choosing partnerships that enable global liquidity. Ripple is one of them. This means XRP is positioned for a massive future role on institutional finance. And the market has absolutely not priced this in. So why does this matter now, especially during a dip? This is the part I want to hammer home. Price dips do not change fundamentals. If anything, they highlight them. While TikTok is panicking, governments are building. While influencers are screaming crypto is finished, the UK is doubling down on digital assets. And while retail is selling, institutions are preparing for adoption. Ripple is not chasing the hype. It's building the rails the entire industry will run on. This week has definitely proved that. If you're watching this video and you still have your long-term crypto sitting on an exchange, you are playing with fire. Exchanges go down, they get hacked. Some collapse completely. Just look at FTX. People lost everything overnight because they didn't use a self-custody wallet. Remember, if your crypto is on an exchange, you don't own crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. What you have is a promise of crypto. And if that promise breaks, you lose everything. If you're holding XRP or any long-term asset because you believe in stories like today's UK narrative, then please get yourself a cold wallet. The one I personally use is Tangem, and it's the most user-friendly cold storage wallet on the market. No seed phrases to write down, it's waterproof and tamper-proof, perfect for long-term storage. You can get a 2-card set starting from $55, and you can get one using my affiliate link in the description of this video. Protect what you worked hard for to build. So what happens next for Ripple in the UK? And here is where things get exciting in my opinion. Based on government direction, financial policy documents and Ripple's existing position, here is what I believe is coming. The first is deeper partnerships with the UK regulated institutions. Modular was just the start. You can expect more. The second is the digital pound design phase will be involving Ripple indirectly. Maybe not the final system, but influence, guaranteed. The third is UK banks will begin piloting tokenised settlement systems. Ripple has a huge first mover advantage here. And 4, UK regulatory clarity will push EU pressure. The EU will not want to fall behind. That benefits Ripple even further. And 5, XRP will become attractive to UK-based institutions. Once the Bank of England endorses digital settlement paths, institutions look for the fastest bridge asset. Guess who's been training for that role for the last 10 years? The reason I create this video today is because we're in a moment right now where retail investors are looking the wrong way. Everybody's staring at the price. Everybody's panicking about a dip. Everybody's worrying about the short-term candles. Meanwhile, the UK is laying the groundwork for a digital financial future, and Ripple is sitting right in the middle of it. History shows us that when governments reshape financial infrastructure, the projects they choose to work with become generational winners. Ripple is not just surviving, it's expanding, it's influencing, and it's being invited to the important tables. And if the UK continues on this path, XRP may end up being one of the most strategically positioned digital assets in Europe, if not the world. Before we wrap up, a massive shout out to the Wolfpack. This week has been rough in parts for a lot of investors, but our members have been trading smart, sticking to strategy, and making some absolutely incredible wins. Every single one of you who battled through this week with discipline, I'm proud of you. This is how real traders are made. If you're new here and you want to learn the exact strategies that have guided me through multiple bear markets and helped me turn dips into opportunities, my Crypto Lifto course is completely free. There is a link in the description. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and remember this: the strength of the wolf is in the pack.